Hi guys, I hope that everybody is doing well. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be doing the eyeshadow tag video, and I am so excited for this video. I wanted to do this video for the longest time, and I'm so glad that I'm getting down to doing this video for you guys. I absolutely love seeing what people have in their collection, and I thought that this would be a cool video to do. So let's get into it. I have 14 questions which I had to write down, so if I'm looking at my phone you're gonna know why. So the first one is show your newest palette, and I do have with me the Fenty Beauty palette. This is the number 3 and it is the deep neutrals palette. Yes, the deep neutrals palette. And you guys know how I feel about this. I have a video on Fenty Beauty, so do check that one out if you haven't already. So the next one that I have is your oldest palette, and I do have this one from Creative Glamour. You can see that a couple of them are out, either hit pan or I've dropped them. But yeah guys, these Creative Glamour palettes are one of the first eyeshadow palettes that I purchased when I qualified as a makeup artist, and I intend on keeping them forever. Up next we have your most expensive palette, and this one is from Anastasia, the soft glam palette. It is this baby over here, and it does come with a brush. Well, all their palettes come with a brush. I do have it somewhere. And yeah guys, looking at this palette, I remember waiting and saving up for it for the longest time. I just wanted to have a palette from Anastasia and to check out the quality, and I don't regret purchasing this palette. Number 4 is my most affordable palette, and it is this one from Revlon. It is a tiny little palette, but it does have quite a few shades in it, and yeah, it really works quite well for it being such an affordable palette, and I love that I have this one in my collection. Number 5 is an everyday palette, and I do have with me the nude palette from Hudabeauty. And I know that you might think that it is weird that I'm choosing such a dark palette as an everyday palette, but there is some pretty pinks and neutrals in this palette which work so nice for a one eyeshadow look or something like that. So I really do love this palette as an everyday palette, and I love that it's so small and easy to carry around as well. For the most colorful palette, I do have this one with me from Urban Decay, and it does have almost every color that you could think of. And guys, I had my eye on this palette like forever, and the colors, everything about it, really, I just gravitated towards this palette, and I waited for the longest time. And before Urban Decay left the country, they did have like a closing up sale, and I got this for 50% off, and I was so excited, and I don't regret purchasing this palette, and I'm so glad that I got it before it left the country. It really is such a stunning palette. For my smallest palette, we're gonna have to come back to this one from Fenty Beauty. It is a 6-pan palette, and it fits in the palm of my hand. It really is a small palette, and yes, it is the smallest palette that I own. Followed by my smallest palette is my biggest palette, and it is these palettes from Morphe. They are quite big. They are a 35-pan palette, and they really do have a nice variety of colors, but it is quite thin, and it's not like extremely heavy or bulky. It's still easy to carry around. so even if you want to pack it and take it somewhere, it is quite easy. And yeah, I love them because they have a nice variety of color. Palette was the best memories. I have to say it's a princess thing, and I simply love the colors. And I just remember wanting to purchase this palette, and because it is Disney, and yet again saving up and just wanting this palette and working hard for it. And as much as I do have a lot of makeup, it really did not come easy. And then I must also say, because I love these sort of neutral colors, I could say, I have traveled with this palette a lot. So it does definitely have some of the best memories for me. Worth the hype, I have to say, without a doubt, it is the Jaclyn Hill palette. Wow guys, look at how stunning this palette is. Okay, so first of all, I must admit I am a big fan of Jaclyn Hill, and when she came out with her first palette, I really did want it. And I did get this as a gift actually. And when I got the palette and when I played around with it, wow, because you know, sometimes there could be a lot of hype around a product, but when you get it, the quality might not be there, or it's not so easy to blend. And wow, with this palette, I definitely have to say it is worth the hype. And yeah, I have to say, up till today, I still use this palette, and it definitely was worth all of the hype. And I really do think that this is worth buying or getting in your collection, because wow, you could do so much with it. I would say, if I was not a makeup artist, this is the one palette that has everything in it. So yeah. So number 10 is not worth the hype, and I don't know, this might be an unpopular opinion, but this is the KKW eyeshadow palette Smokey volume 1. And guys, I remember wanting to have this palette, and I did get this in like one of those boxy charm things where there's a few things in one of those boxes, and I bought that whole box just to have a KKW eyeshadow palette, and I was really disappointed. I mean, you guys know you have never seen this palette on any of my channels or social media, I could say, and the palette has absolutely no pigment in it. I don't know, I was so excited about this, but I definitely don't think it was worth the hype or the price, sadly. Next up we have favorite palette, and oh my gosh guys, this is such a hard one. Asking me my favorite palette is like asking me to pick my favorite child. But if I really have to pick, at the moment my favorite palette is the Colorpop Kathleenlights palette. I'm scared to hold it up all the way because you know that 2 shades in this palette is broken and they are dropping out. But nevertheless, the colors are absolutely stunning, and I am so glad that I have this one in my collection. I play around with it all the time, and I absolutely love the colors in this palette. Okay, so for my most used palette, I have to come back to this one, and it is definitely the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. Like I said, it has all the colors in it, and I use this on clients, and I have traveled with this palette many times, and it is definitely my most used palette. Even if I'm away on holiday for a week or 2, I know that with this one palette I could create all the looks that I have in mind. So that is definitely my most used palette, and I love that palette so much. The last one, it is a palette on my wish list, because I really do have more than one, but if I had to really pick only one that I want at the moment, it has to be the Hudabeauty nude palette, and it is one of those bigger palettes about the size, and it's the nude palette. It looks absolutely stunning, and I would love to have one of those palettes. The quality of her palettes are really stunning and really good quality, and I would love to have one of those bigger palettes. So I definitely I have my eye on that palette, and I hope that I can get it sometime soon, because it is so stunning. I cannot say that enough. Guys, we have come to the end of this video, and I really did enjoy doing this video for you guys. I hope that you also have enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It really does help my channel to grow, and I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. So please guys, share this video if you watch my channel and if you are not subscribed, please do that. I will really appreciate it. But keep well guys, and stay warm, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye guys.